Okay, this is Tammy, the XO with Trucco's Troops with Michael Trucco.
Hi, Tammy.
Are you having fun at the ConnectiCon?
It's my first ConnectiCon, and I'm actually having a great time. It's a very well-oiled machine.
Anything like Dragon Con?
No. You know what? It's Dragon Con in training. The level of costumes at this con is exceptional. And it's much like Dragon Con with half the insanity, but just as much talent. It's a smaller con, right? It's a newer con, but there's an incredible enthusiasm, and this thing's growing. And I'd say give this about 4 or 5 more years, and this is going to be a formidable con.
For a while, but
it's 11 years. I think they said they started at the UConn. They started on campus. The college thing in 2003. Or 2004, I forget when it was, but you can tell it is growing, and I think this is going to be a formidable con for New England.
It's mostly anime right now.
That's it, and I think actually the presence of myself and Tomo has caught a lot of people by surprise.
Marina even.
Marina, I don't think they were prepared. In fact, a lot of people come to the table and say this is the first time they've had actors here, and some people weren't quite ready or how to handle it, And so we've seen a lot of shocked faces, and unlike Dragon Con where people know the drill, they know the deal. You're coming here to get signatures. You're coming here to meet
20,000 people.
They expect it. Here, most people walking by going, "Oh, what? You look like? Wait, why? What? Are you? What? I don't understand. Why are you sitting here?" So it's been kind of a discovery for everybody. It's kind of cool.
All right. Well, I have a few questions here from the troops. What is your all-time favorite type of car to race?
Anyone that I don't have to pay for.
Because if it gets messed up...
That's right. I'll race just about anything with 4 wheels and an engine. As long as I'm not on the hook for it financially.
Okay. Let's see. What was the craziest thing you ever did during your youth? That's a loaded question.
Boy, is that ever. Well, how far back in my youth are we talking about? If you're talking in my teenage years, I got away with things that probably normally would not have gotten away with. Being with a distinctive last name like Trucco. I lived in a town called San Mateo where my father was a captain of the police department. So needless to say, there were certain instances where I may have had run-ins with local law enforcement and say my buddies in high school and maybe a few open containers of alcohol and maybe a few reckless driving and speeding and I got away with some shit that most people wouldn't have and
just to test daddy, right?
Yeah, no. Maybe it was. I don't know.
Don't lie.
I got out of a hole a few times. Nothing too dangerous.
Oh, okay. Let's see. What would be your ultimate part or type of part to play?
I've been talking about this a lot lately, in kind of keeping with the last answer. I was raised the son of a cop, right? My dad was a cop. That is my water bottle. Oh, weird. Okay. Why do I have a new one? Sorry, I just had this diversionary. I've always wanted to play a uniform cop. Like, a detective role is great, and they're iconic, and I love it. But it's the strangest thing that throughout all the different roles I've played, I've never played a cop, never played a police officer. So I just feel like that's something that would really speak to me because it's
in your blood.
In my blood. I mean, it resonates with me.
Yeah.
That world and that dialogue and the things that encompass the life of a police officer. I lived. I saw it. I think I would wear it very naturally.
Yeah.
And I think I'd love it to give it a go.
So. Your buddy over here, Tomo's done that too.
I know, right? I'd like to get a shot at it.
There you go. Okay, let's see what we got here. Well, Sandra's not here, but that's okay.
She'll be here.
She's Swiss, and how much German do you understand?
Ein bisschen Deutsch. Ich verstehe ein bisschen Deutsch.
Must be a little German.
I understand a very little German.
Yeah, that's about
about as far as it goes. It's weird. She claims that I can understand a lot more, but
you've probably gotten used to it a little bit.
Yeah, you understand conversational technique,
right.
No matter what the language is. I can tell the story she's telling her mom because I've heard it in English, so I know from the nuances and the subtlety of the conversation that she was talking about. Oh, how funny! Last night we had some friends over, and like I know where she's going with the story about the guy that fell in the pool, and and so when she's telling that story, it's like, she goes, how do you know what I'm talking about? It's like, because I know what you're saying. So
like, okay, interesting story.
Right.
Let's see. All right, we'll do a BSG here.
All right.
Where did I go? I had one.
Or not.
How difficult was it to grasp the concept that you were actually a Cylon?
Nearly impossible in the beginning, because it didn't make any sense for the character and for everything I had done up until that point. I had a hard time rectifying the previous existence of this character of Anders and this staunch advocate for the resistance and this freedom fighter, and shoot them all, kill them, down with a Cylon, and suddenly I am one. So that kind of utter confusion that I was feeling as the actor, I just incorporated it into the character of Anders, because I was on the phone to Ron Moore and David Icke. I was like, what the hell, man? Like, what? How does that make sense? Can we even pull this off? Is that going to work? And he kind of walked me through the nuts and bolts, and you just have to have faith, when you have somebody writing a show like Battlestar and the captain of the ship is Ron Moore. You got to trust. You got to trust. Yeah. And so I just decided to take it that way and use the confusion that I felt, put it into the confusion that Anders is feeling.
Yeah, you could see it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it threw me, man. It really did. It threw me.
Okay. Let's see. All right. When do you start filming Killer Women?
September 15th or September 14th in
Albuquerque. And it's coming out, mid-January, right?
It's hard to say because they call it mid-season.
Yeah, so it's probably like January or something like that. I think
mid-season can be anywhere from January through March. It all depends on when, ABC, what their schedule's like. So
what type of character are you going to be playing as Billy?
I'm playing a cowboy.
Cowboy?
Billy Parker is a cowboy. I'm a ranch owner. I play Tricia Helfer's brother.
Yeah. Cowboy hat, no, or just a trucker hat?
Trucker hat. We're doing the more modern take on the cowboy per se.
You do good with a cowboy hat.
Yeah, I would. But he's kind of more of a ranch hand, blue collar. Drive a tractor and kind of trying to keep the ranch afloat.
Yep.
You'll discover through the series that my story gets a little bit more complicated and intertwined with my sister and her efforts at law enforcement. You discover that Billy and Molly, there might be some secrets and some things are yet to be.
Now he's married, right? Billy's married?
Billy is married, yeah. The character's married. I have a beautiful wife, and we have 2 children and a dog.
I'm gonna have the dog.
We own this ranch in Texas, and
there you go.
hilarity ensues. I don't know if there's any hilarity.
All right, then. All right, let's see. What else we got?